My phone vibrated once. Then again, I ignored it. The briefing room was loud, egos colliding like cutlery in a drawer. The third vibration cut through me. "Daddy!" My son's voice was thin, shaking. "Grandma left me in the car for hours. I threw up. She hit me for ruining her seat." The room went quiet inside my head. I stood up without a word. My uniform jacket felt heavier than usual, like it knew what I was about to do. That was the moment something in me stopped asking for explanations and started counting moves. I had trusted her. That's the part people never understand. My mother-in-law loved to perform kindness, baked cookies for photos, posted captions about grandson love. She volunteered to watch him whenever my wife and I worked late. I let her. Because family, right? Because elders deserve respect. Because I didn't want to be the man who saw monsters everywhere. There were signs. My son flinching when she raised her hand to gesture, the way she complained about his messiness, his noise, his cost, the way she insisted on taking him alone, always alone. I told myself I was imagining it. That lie ended in a parked car and a child choking on heat. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and fear. Machines beeped softly, mocking my restraint. My son lay pale but stable. Dehydration, shock, fear. He squeezed my finger like he was afraid I'd disappear too. I kissed his forehead and stood up. That's when I heard her laugh. A soft, dismissive chuckle behind the curtain. "Oh, please," my mother-in-law said, waving her hand. "The police won't even file a complaint. Children exaggerate. And look, he's fine." An officer stood nearby, uncomfortable, eyes already drifting away. Paperwork avoided. Problem minimized. I turned. The officer finally looked at me properly, at the insignia on my chest, at my face. His posture snapped straight. "Commissioner, I'm sorry, we had no idea who you were." The word hit the room like a dropped weapon. Commissioner. My mother-in-law's smile froze mid-performance. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. I didn't need to. "File the report," I said quietly. He nodded too fast. "Yes, sir." I could have ended it there. Arrest, charges, public humiliation. But justice rushed is justice wasted. I wanted her to understand every step, every loss. I went silent after that. Silence scares guilty people more than shouting. I pulled hospital footage, parking lot cameras, timestamps, weather reports. 3 hours, locked car, windows up. I requested medical records, photographs, statements. Then I waited. I let her talk, let her brag to relatives about knowing people, let her mock the system she thought protected her. I watched her spend money she didn't realize was already frozen, because while she was busy laughing, I was busy remembering something she'd forgotten. Her pension, her assets, her dependents, all tied, legally, to family trusts I controlled. Preparation is a form of patience, and patience is a weapon. The first move was quiet. Her bank card declined, then another. She called my wife furious, accusing, screaming. I stayed out of it. The second move was cleaner. Child Protective Services knocked, not to investigate us, but her. Multiple reports, medical documentation, video evidence. She tried to charm them. It didn't work. The third move was surgical, a restraining order. She wasn't allowed within 50 meters of my son. Watching her read that document was almost enough. Almost. The confrontation came a week later, at her house, surrounded by silence and the weight of her own mistakes. She was pale now, not laughing, not performing. "You did this," she hissed. "You think your uniform makes you God?" I looked around the room, at the photos of a grandmother playing a role she never earned. "No," I said. "Being a father does." She tried to cry. When that failed, she tried rage, then threats, then apologies. I waited until she was done unraveling. "You left my son in a car," I said. "You hit him for being sick. You laughed about it." She opened her mouth. I raised a hand. "And now," I continued, calm as winter, "you have no access, no money, no protection. The system you mocked is now watching you." Her knees gave out. Power doesn't shout, it informs. The fallout was swift. Family chose sides. Some stopped calling. Good. My son sleeps through the night again. He doesn't flinch when hands move near him. As for her, she lives quietly now, carefully, afraid of paper trails and doorbells. She learned something late in life. You can hurt many people and get away with it, but hurt my child, I don't need revenge. I become it, and I never raise my voice when I do.